blessed evening to you.
You might be who I'm looking for.
Me? How's that?
Because you're dressed very nicely in yellow.
Envious, eh? My wife made these clothes for me, but they're not for sale. But she can make you some too, if you pay her well.
It's not your clothes I'm interested in.
Oh? Then what?
Blacksmith Radovan from Takov lost his sword. Do you know anything about it?
I saw the sword. The blacksmith himself showed it to me. Boasted that it was the finest in the whole county. Beautiful work, I must admit.
Did you like it a lot? Maybe even enough to take it from the blacksmith?
Hey, hold on. I do enjoy pretty things. I really do. But what would I do with a sword? I wouldn't even know how to hold it.
And was there anyone suspicious hanging around?
There was this one fella. I noticed him right away because he was dressed similarly to me, although his outfit was much poorer and tasteless. The color was fine, but otherwise it was a cheap, shoddy job.
Is that why you think he might have taken the sword?
He committed a fashion crime already. People like that are capable of anything.
You wouldn't know where I might find him, would you?
Indeed I do. He just dragged some woman up the stairs over there.
I'll go now.
So long. Take care and have a pleasant evening. That roast looks delicious.
Never. Oldram complained about you again. What's eating the old man now? He said someone all over his yard. I bet that precious bull of his just shuts all over it. A beast like that could easily spray the whole place in one go. Have you no...
It might have occurred to me you were the one I was looking for.
Me? Why?
I expect he means me, Flower. No doubt Henry assumed I'd starve to death if he wasn't on my arse for a while. So, are you glad to see me?
I'm glad you're still alive and kicking.
You were worried about me? Well, no. I mean, Henry.
No. I just wouldn't want to explain to Sir Hanush why I couldn't keep an eye on my living ball and chain.
Watch your tongue.
Like a pair of little boys.
What are you even doing here?
Radovan the blacksmith has lost the sword he made for the groom as a wedding present.
Well, that's a bit of a fuck-up, eh? But I'm not really surprised when he was shoving it under everyone's noses and telling them there's none better in the county.
So you think someone nicked it?
I don't think so. I'm sure of it. The bailiff's son, Svatobluk.
What? Svatya? Nonsense.
What's going on here? You again?
Who is this drunk?
This is Wojtek.
Keep my name out of your mouth. And you? What are you doing here with my... girl?
I am not your girl. That is certainly not only yours. And it's a few years since anyone called me a girl.
Did you hear that? Scram. Nobody's interested in you.
So you've ganged up on me, eh? First you make a fool of me, and then this prick.
We didn't agree on anything. And forget about Mishka. She had no time for either of us.
I'm having a really bad day today. Women don't want me. My friends, I'm a joke. All that's left is the booze. Booze never lets you down.
Well, each to his own.
I was afraid you were going to start a fight.
You don't have to be afraid with me.
Hold up. No change in the subject. What did you mean about Svatya?
Like I said, he took the sword.
And how do you know it was him who took it?
Because I saw him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do I have to drag every word out of you? Where did you see him?
The blacksmith went to the latrine and left his sword outside. The blockhead. Svatya had his eye on him the whole time and just seized the opportunity.
Why would the bailiff's son take it? He and Semi will be family soon.
Why don't you ask him yourself? But from what I hear, the Samin's really sticking his craw. Why? I don't know. You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
What did he do with the sword then?
I have no idea. I had better things to do than follow him around. Last I saw, he disappeared into the battlements by the latrine, and then he showed up in the backyard under the dovecot. He didn't have the sword anymore.
All right. I'll take your word for it and try to find the sword.
Finally, you've come to your senses. And Henry,
Yes?
just don't fuck it up. We need to talk to von Berghoff.
If I'm not wrong, it's been nearly a year since we got into that brawl with that Shelley o'clock. And it still wasn't enough for them. That lisping old fool Oldram keeps telling everyone we stole the meadow from him.
Slice of piglet. Day in, day out. Especially about us.
Because you won't leave me in peace for a moment. You are a pain in the ass. Last night, customer here, before the got breaking up, it was all wet.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must be taking from the neighbors at yours. I like to talk to home.
I'm sorry.
Did any of you partake? I did. How did you do?
He got his ass.
I don't know.
Radovan's present for young Lord Semin is missing. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it.
I didn't see any sword.
Sword? How do you know it's a sword?
Fuck. All right, I saw it. Like everyone here, I reckon. Radovan was bragging about it all over.
I know you took the sword. I have witnesses.
Do you see a sword on me? You can't prove anything.
You won't wriggle your way out of this one after what you've been saying about the Semins. And if you don't have the sword anymore, so much the worse for you. It'll look like you not only nicked it, but sold it too.
But you can't. All right then. I confess.
Why would you even steal the sword in the first place?
I wanted to humiliate old Samin. For the way he treats us. If the present for his son got lost right under his nose, he'd look like a demented old fool.
Oh, poor Radovan would be the one who'd get the worst of it. And I'm right behind him. You didn't think of that?
I'm sorry.
Where's the sword now?
I had to get rid of it fast, so I threw it in the pond.
You can't be serious. How am I supposed to get it back now? God Almighty save you if it fell in deep.
Farewell, my friend.
I apologize.
They say the winner will get a house. I'm treating you all brown.
Something better. I can't complain, though.
Since when? You do nothing but complain. Day in, day out.
I can't swim. That's bloody deep. Looks like Fatih said.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, it must have been them lovely...
I found your sword.
Thank God, Henry. I was afraid I'd have to look for a job in another county. Who stole it?
That's not important. The main thing is it's turned up undamaged.
As you say, you have my thanks. You got it to me just in time. The ceremony is about to start.
So Lord von Burgov has arrived?
Not yet, but the father is in a hurry to have his son married. I think the lad's a little scared. I'm not surprised. I had to get drunk as a lord before my wedding.
I didn't think they'd start the ceremony without Lord von Burgov.
He'll show up, don't worry. Something just held him up, you know. Lordly business.
Where on earth is he? We've been waiting for hours. I sent someone to look for him.
Master Chamberlain, how's it looking? When's Sir Otto coming?
I wish I knew, sir. His party should have been here long ago.
What?
I sent someone to look for them, but there's no sign of them. It's regrettable, but we'd better start without him.
Let's get started, Father.
Damn it.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to witness the sacred union of Agnes and Alda. I ask you before God and His holy church to make your holy vow of matrimony, love, honor, and fidelity. Do you so swear until death do you part?
I do.
I do.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Right back where we started.
Von Burgov's not coming, so why stay here? I'll congratulate the newlyweds and go.
say much.
Yeah, a word, if you will.
Remember my own wedding night?
I'm done for the day. And you should stop drinking too, or you'll cause trouble again.
What do you all have against me today? Give me some peace, all of you.
Long ago, my yard. Gave them food. As soon as they had
I don't really know what it was I gave them. I just got it from a fellow
No, sir. He didn't say much.
Henry, I just saw Yurko, and I think he's pretty soused. I thought you were supposed to watch him.
It's better this way. Believe me. A wise man once told me a sober Moravian is far more trouble than a drunk one.
That sounds like Yurko talking.
Indeed. He ought to know about Moravians.
Oh, to hell with it. I have to admit Yurko seemed a little less surly right away. If only he didn't have to sing. Well, I suppose you can't have everything.
Sir, do you know where I can find your son and his bride? I'd like to congratulate them.
Sorry, I haven't seen them for a while either. But don't bother them too much. Let them have some peace. They'll need rest after everything today.
Why didn't Lord von Berghoff come? I thought you were waiting for him before starting the ceremony.
If I did, my son might never be married. I don't know why he's not here. The Chamberlain said he'd sent someone to look for him, but they found no sign of him.
The beggars are gone. They won't embarrass you anymore.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. I just hope Cook doesn't give me a hard time about it.
Don't worry. The cook doesn't know anything.
She'll figure it out anyway. She's not a stupid woman. But it's not my problem now. I just regret that I can't repay you as I promised after you helped me out like this, since Lord von Berghoff hasn't turned up.
Oh well. Can't be helped.
Perhaps you'll soon have another opportunity.
Lord Selly, what will happen with that robber from Apollonia now that we captured him?
You mean guilds? You might find it hard to believe, Henry, but the man is of noble birth. That means I can't simply lock him up or, God forbid, execute him. So I took him into my service.
It's true, he wasn't an easy opponent. A warrior like him could surely come in handy.
Exactly. But first, he has to prove himself.
How?
It looks like we didn't wipe out all the bandits who were pillaging with him. So his first task will be to take care of what's left of his own band. Till we meet again.
They're young and now married too. Forgive them, milady.
God bless. What would you like?
Excuse me, my lady. I'm looking for the newlyweds. Would you know where they might be?
And why are you looking for them, lad? Is something wrong?
No, not at all. I'd just like to wish them good luck in their marriage. Lots of healthy children, and so on.
You're kind, but I can't help you. Our older doesn't like crowds, so I expect they found a quiet corner somewhere to be alone.
Then I shouldn't disturb them.
True. I imagine they're not really in the mood for congratulations right now. Be with you.
come to play dice?
Maybe. First, tell me what's the wager.
Look what I've got.
A gold badge.
That's right, and it can be yours.
All I have to do is beat you at dice. So what are we waiting for?
Easy, youngster. It's not that simple. You have to earn that chance. That means first winning against Radovan the blacksmith, Emric the apothecary, and Ulrich the chamberlain.
Why does it have to be so complicated? I'd rather play with you right now.
Don't complain. You can win badges from them too.
Tin, I expect.
So, all badges are good.
So what are the rules?
It's no big deal. You're not betting any money. If you win, you get a tin badge from each of them. And if you lose, you drink.
How many times can I challenge them?
As many times as you want, as long as you can stay on your feet.
I really like that.
Of course, you might regret it in the morning.
Nah, to hell with that, bailiff.
A person makes his own luck.
All right, I'll see you soon. In the meantime, you can polish that badge up nicely for me.
Someone's feeling lucky.
Bride and groom. I'd like to personally congratulate them.
I haven't. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen young Alder since he made his vows.
And the bride?
A few moments ago, Agnes was talking with the cook's daughter.
Thank you, Father. I won't disturb you anymore.
God be with you.
Again.
You there? A word, if you
They
will.
turned out really well. How does your ma do it? But they're so moist and fragrant.
I can't tell you that.
He must be dead.
I apologize. I'd like...
A blessed evening to you.
Have you seen the bride or the groom?
The bride? Yes.
And where can I find her?
Agnes? Well, she mentioned she needed to take a break from the crowd for a while. And then she set off towards the fortress. I suppose she's looking for Alder. She's at her wit's end with him.
Thanks. I'll go and have a look for them.
See you later, my friend.
Such a fine wedding. It's missing something.
You've got booze, a bit of grub, some bony lasses.
You like the kitchen scraps,
And if not, maybe you'll hear about it even sooner.
Maybe we should get back to the others so we don't draw attention to ourselves.
Don't worry, they're all dead drunk.
What about the chamberlain?
He's so dim-witted he wouldn't suspect us, even if we were talking right in front of him. Let me know when you know more.
If the fish comes back, you'll definitely hear about it.
And if not, maybe you'll hear about it.
Do you know anything about this?
Give over, Grandpa. We're at a wedding. We don't want to hear any something.
My little sister's wedding. What heart, you goat? You got spurned by a girl. You sound like...
here for a moment?
What is it?
I'll tell you, but come closer. Young man, would you dance with my daughter? No one has asked her for a dance yet, and Dubravka is sad about it, even though she's such a pretty girl.
Why isn't anyone dancing with her?
She's so shy. She always sits at the back waiting to be asked for a dance. The cheekier girls always steal all the boys, so the poor thing is left alone.
I'm sorry, good wife, but I don't feel like dancing. Maybe you'll find someone else.
It wouldn't cost you anything, would it?
Wait. Tell me, haven't we met before? You look familiar. I feel like I've seen you before. Didn't you serve at Trotsky?
No, I didn't. Me and my master were to deliver a message there.
Is that so? I've no recollection of you or your master, but little wonder. Lord von Berghoff receives countless messengers.
But you wouldn't even let us...
I said I don't remember.
Why didn't Lord von Berghoff come?
How should I know? He must have been delayed somewhere. And now I'm a laughing stock to these yokels. Ungrateful rabble.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
I'm Henry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I was hoping to find you both here. Sir Older as well. Come now, dry your tears. What's the matter, eh?
It's Older.
Did he...
No. He just disappeared. Left practically right from the altar.
But why? You two look so happy.
I was hoping he'd stay at home more after we were married. Instead of always riding off somewhere. What a silly goose I am.
What was so urgent that it couldn't wait until morning?
I don't know. He didn't tell me, but he often rides off in a hurry.
Didn't he at least tell you when he'd be back?
No. Sometimes he comes back in the evening. Sometimes he's gone for days. He doesn't want to talk about it at all.
I heard he deliberately rushed the ceremony.
Everyone wanted to wait for Sir Otto von Berghoff. He was supposed to be the guest of honor. But Older was on edge all day. Especially after that messenger arrived. He got impatient and said he wanted to have the ceremony right away.
What messenger?
He didn't carry any lord's colours, just a rider. He came in, exchanged a few rushed words with Older, and then rode off again. And a little while after the ceremony,
older rode off, too.
Don't worry. He'll be back soon. Nobody would leave a pretty girl like you alone for long.
He couldn't care less about me. His father arranged the marriage mainly for the money they're getting from my pa.
I think he really loves you. During the ceremony, he was gazing at you like an apparition of the Virgin Mary.
Then why would he disappear right after? I'm probably the only bride ever to be abandoned at her own wedding. I'll be a laughing stock. Oh well, I've already cried buckets. I could use a drink. How about you?
Oh, I wanted to congratulate you anyway, so good luck, good health. May you soon have a healthy son, and later at least 2 daughters. And may...
Make it short. I'm thirsty.
Here's to you.
Booze! Oh, fucking hell! It's you again! Oh, fight! Fuck off me! You wanna fuck the bride, huh? Hypocrite!
What are you doing, you drunken fool?
Someone's been coveting the neighbour's wife, eh?
Bollocks!
I'm not going to blame you. But you might have waited until this lot went home.
Let's be having you! Let's be having you!
Go to hell!
We'll kick your ass!
Watch out! The strength's there! Don't fail it!
You shit!
More of it! Go home!
I'm wounded!
Hand hack your arse off,
Let him have it!
Nice hit! Fucking horse son! Right! Shit!
You're no match for us, fucker!
You shit bearer! Nice!
Quickly, for the love of God, sort out this rabble before they turn everything into firewood!
Cursed luck. Well. Distinguished guests.
For the love of God. Does it have to be him?
Trust me, friend.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
We need to have a word with you.
Would your graces care to sit?
I think not.
What brings you to my humble rectory, gentlemen?
Are you all packed, Godwin? I heard you got kicked out of your humble rectory.
Your concern is really touching, Hanush. Did you come to see me off, or to help me do my laundry?
Watch your mouth, priest. You might end up losing more than your parish.
Easy, my friend. Don't let him get you all worked up.
I'd like to teach him a good lesson.
But that's not why we're here.
Bah!
Well, why are you here, then?
We have a secret mission for you.
Secret mission? Sir Radzig, I hope you're not trying to drag me into some state espionage game of yours. Somehow, over the years, I fell out of the habit of being inconspicuous.
You buffoon! Let his lordship finish!
Do you know about Lord Capon's mission?
Aye. I heard a word or two about that. Where was it you sent him? Trotsky?
Yes, to Sir Otto von Bergoff's castle.
Royal Chamberlain von Berger. The League of Lords fella.
You know more than I'd expect from you.
It doesn't surprise me. I also know that Trotsky is about 3 days' ride away.
2 days, weather permitting.
The young lord should have been back long since then, shouldn't he?
He should. But he's not.
Why did you come to me for this?
For Christ's sake, get your booze-soaked noggin working. Isn't it obvious? We need you to go to Trotsky and find out what's keeping him.
Why me?
Honestly, I'd like to know that too, Radzig. Why this fellow?
He has experience like few others. You know that, Hanush. And not just in combat. Although he might not look like it at the moment, he is from a noble family. So he knows how to deal with nobility.
What? You're saying this scoundrel in a cassock is blue-blooded?
It's true. And he also understands the common people. Since we don't know what's holding Capon up, we need someone who can deal with whoever he comes across.
I hope you're right. So what do you say, Godwin?
How could I say no after such words of praise?
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. I won't rest until my nephew is safely back in Perkstein.
When should I go?
Right away.
Fuck! Did they have to lock us up in here of all places? I have a feeling these walls are moving. The cell is getting smaller and smaller. Can you hear me? Let me out! Hey! Hear me!
Give it a rest. No one's come in.
I feel like we're going to be crushed here.
Don't worry, we won't. Any crushing will be done later by the executioner.
Oh, what a relief to hear that. Listen here, Henry. I wanted to say, well, that I'm glad to see you again. Henry?
Well, it sounds like the great Sir Hans Capon is getting ready to apologise. But why?
Well, because I'm just sorry, I suppose. And nevertheless, Henry, I wanted to say that, well, you were right. I behaved badly. Awfully.
All right. I accept your apology. All water under the bridge, eh? Old pal.
Thanks. So, What were you getting up to the whole time, anyway?
I was working in the blacksmith's forge in Takov.
Oh. Well, lucky for you, you have a trade you could work at.
Sort of. Most of the time I was actually chasing after lost carts or scrambling over the rocks looking for hermits.
Well, at least you weren't bored, eh?
What about you?
I also stuck to what I'm best at.
What, boozing and whoring?
Ha-fucking-ha. Hunting.
You were poaching?
Only commoners poach. I was hunting in the territory of another noble. Without his permission, admittedly.
But that's a capital crime.
Ah, bollocks! Nothing to worry about.
Heaven help us.
Shh, quiet! There's something going on outside the door.
Have you seen Captain Thomas? Yarrick says he's in a bad way.
He's right. Them fuckers cut him up good.
Last I heard from Father Nicodemus, though, was that his wounds are healing.
Aye. Only he's been struck down by a fever. And the Sawbones is away with Sir Otto.
Good God!
Captain Thomas! Yes! He met us before we reached the pond, didn't he? We showed him our letter.
But he's in a fever. You heard them.
Oh, we'll deal with that somehow. Hey!
Leave it be.
Hey! Open up, you rabble! We're messengers from Ratai. Your captain can confirm it. Do you hear?
Again?
Those damned fools won't give us any peace.
Come on, fellas! Be reasonable. We're envoys of the Lord of Lipa.
It's about time. Just you wait till Lord von Berghoff hears how you treat a noble.
You, come with me to the courtyard. Chamberlain says we ain't gonna waste bread on you for nothing. We've got a job for you.
What about me? I want to talk to the captain right now.
You want to talk to God, fella. You're getting the gallows for poaching.
What? But you can't hang a nobleman.
Jesus, wait! Hear that? That bell's tolling for you, mate. 12 more times, and the priest will come for you. Hans!
But you can't!
Hans, don't worry, I'll fix it! Move it!
I'm a nobleman! You hear me? I'm a noble! I'm Sir Hans Capon of Bergstein.
So, if you want to get out of here, you'll have to make amends and work off your debt. For a start, you can carry all the charcoal from this wagon up to the store.
Wait, though. What's going to happen with Capon?
With that madman? He was poaching, so he'll swing.
But he really is a noble.
Ain't you a bit old for fairy tales, son? Once the bell tolls for the 12th time, it won't matter a damn who he used to be anyway. If you want to do something for him, pray. And best pretend you don't know him.
Your Captain Thomas can testify that we're envoys from Ratai. It's the truth, I swear.
Don't you say a word about our captain. We don't know if the poor fella will live to see morning. They moved him during the night to the chapel at the very top of the Maiden. It seems only God can help him now.
And can I go there? I really have to talk with Captain Thomas.
Don't fucking annoy me, fella. You got off lightly so far, believe me.
What? You won't even let me pray in the chapel?
We will not. You're not allowed inside at all. And don't let me catch you snooping around there.
Why did they move your captain to the chapel? All that way up?
So he'd be closer to God. Either the good Lord will help him, or take him to his bosom. The captain's in a really bad way. And our Sawbones is away with Lord von Berghoff.
What about my things? You took everything away from me.
That's what happens to people in jail. When we set you free, you'll get your stuff back. In the worst case, we might keep something to cover the damages you caused at the wedding. Got it?
Got it. Do you always ring the bells before an execution?
Aye, it's a local custom.
They say back in the past, the local lord slept through a scheduled execution, and they had to release the condemned man. Don't worry, that won't happen today.
What happens when I'm done with this?
What do you reckon? You'll get another job, and when there's no more work for you, you can bugger off wherever you like.
That's all?
Aye? What'd you expect? The axe? Lord von Bergov is strict, but he ain't a tyrant. But poaching now, that's another matter.
I'll get to work then.
Good lad. The store's up by the gate to the inner bailey. Orsina the blacksmith is idling around somewhere there. He'll think up some job for you. Or go down to the outer bailey where they're building the scaffold near the gate. They'll be working up there for sure. And no wandering around where you're not allowed. Don't stick your nose inside the castle. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.